bought another Donga and sold it to a guy, so we're in the process of cleaning it all up. I've just finished washing it all down this morning, and now I'm going to build a frame, going to get Shawnee to help me, my son, and we'll build a frame off the back of it because they want a water pump and an aircon and everything in it. So we'll put the frame on it and then they can get it all put on when it gets to their place. So we've got the little Volvo out today. One of my mates has got a little FN Volvo here, so it's quite a handy little truck for doing little jobs like this, getting in and out of tight places. It's a bit smaller than the big girl, so yeah, so I look after his truck for him, so I use it a little bit as well. So it's quite a handy little thing for tight places and getting around in a little around here, just while I'm bundling around doing this sort of stuff. So it's quite handy. So down here we'll have a look. Where are you, Shawnee? Come and have a look at this. So we're going to clean this all up, and on the back of this here we're going to build a frame. Sean's done a bit of electrical stuff with them. We're going to build a frame off here so they can put the aircon and all their water and stuff onto it as well. So what we've got to do, Shawnee, is off here, so we're going to get some steel and come out about that distance, and then we'll just come across and we'll weld it. We'll pull it around to the workshop and we'll weld it on. So have a look in the steel rack and see if you can find a better. We've got an old rack around here. There's a bit of tube which will probably actually be perfect, I reckon. That might be exactly what we're after. We'll have a look and see. Put that around the back, see if that'll fit. It might be exactly. So we just want to make it strong enough so that when we sit it down it doesn't bend or break it. I reckon that way like that. That would be alright. Yep, we'll get a good weld round there. So we'll notch this out. This is where kids come in handy. That'll be his job. We'll notch it out and then we'll slide that in and we'll weld it all around there, and then we'll put another cross member across here. So that'll be nice and strong, and then they can put their water and all their air cons and shit on it as well. Alright, we'll take it around and we'll move it around to the house where the welder is. So this is the latest of my toys, is the little tilt slide we got. So this was a bit of a wreck, but we're slowly doing it up as well. So it's become quite handy. I've moved half a dozen machines with it already. A few Dongas, a couple of Bobcats, and little excavators and stuff. So it's actually, I'm going to sell my flat top and just use this thing now because it's just a handy little thing for little jobs, which I enjoy doing these days. So I've got the boys out here helping me today, so to get this job done so we can get it out the door and get some money in for it and that. So we'll go and check out what's going on here.
Nice jumper, mate.
my jumper, mate.
Oh.
What about? You have all sorts of stuff. This is years of collecting. I keep going to throw it out, but I hate throwing shit out. It's all here. Might be a bit heavy. Steal that. This is what we do on a Saturday morning. Make sure the boys are all home. I call it slave labour. Oi.
Make it out of all, like all of it out of this.
All out of that. That's better. Put it into place. Take it to their place and put it into place. So down here, I do these multi-bodies now for trucks. So to drop your registration fee down, you can have a multi-body now. So I've got the man over here has just been, I've just put that over the pits and got it into a multi-body, and I did another one yesterday. So up on top of my container, I've got just a little truck body that I take the turntable off the trucks, put it on and get it re-registered as a multi-body. So that's my latest little thing. I'll show you a couple of photos of that. It's pretty neat, and it's something that I can do here at home without any pressure. So it's a really good thing. And the McCalls, where they do all my licensing and stuff for me, gave me this truck body here the other day. Oh, here we've got one of my Harley Davidson drums inside it. Got that donga loaded up, ready to go and cleaned up. So yeah, we'll get it forklift out and we'll have a bit of a play. So far, it's just thing to inherit stuff. So it's a cool thing to have though. I'm going to bring it in here and we'll just sit it a little bit off the fence line. That. Good job. The forklift, I've had it for years. Everyone was like, oh, what do you need a forklift so big for? But it's about 8.5 tonne this thing will pick up. So I always thought, Jesus, do I really want one that big? But I got it off a mate cheap. So I thought, well, we'll have a big fork. But now when I bring my flat tops in that home and they're stacked up, we can pick them up with the forklift. It's big enough to actually drive in underneath and unstack trailers off the top of trailers. So. And for containers like this, this big one that we've got on the truck, it's really handy for lifting stuff around. So yeah, it's actually become quite a vital little piece of equipment, this forklift. And I've threatened to sell it a few times, and then I'll wake up and go, what the hell would I ever do that for? It's big, but it does everything that I ever need to do, which is pretty cool actually. So, and down here, I've got a toilet block I bought for the local golf club. they're doing renovations down there and they need a toilet block, so I knew another guy that had a toilet block, so I bought that and I've sold that. So that there, I've got to move shortly down to their local golf club for them. I've just cleaned it all and left it sitting here for them, just out of the way in the meantime. So there's a lot of little projects going on around here at home, just so I don't have to do so much driving. I still drive a couple of days a week, but I'm enjoying doing this container stuff and doing other stuff for a change, and being at home with the boys, it's quite good too. So I've spent my whole life away on the highway, and I suppose it is life, and that's what we choose to do. But now that I've been forced with my accident to be at home, it's it's the first time in, I don't know, 45 years I've ever been home, so it's actually nice, and I'm in no hurry to go away again. So I like driving my truck around town and doing stuff, and helping my mates out, which is really good. There's no pressure, so I'm still got a wee way to go yet with my accident, but I'm getting better all the time, so it's pretty cool. I still get a lot of vertigo and things, but you know, I'm learning to deal with that, and if I have no pressure, my vertigo seems to be a little bit better. So every day is a new day, you know. I'm getting better again. I've had a bad 3 months, but now I've come out the other side and I'm getting stronger again. So we'll go down and we'll get the old girl out. I've got to move a trailer out of the shed, so we'll crank the old girl up and get her out, and we'll have I'll get away in the shed here, keep it nice and warm, especially because it's cold now and wet. We'll fire her up and we'll get her out of the shed. Yes, I had it out earlier this week. Did a load for turrets. So she's had a wash and put away back in the shed. Now we'll get her out. We've got to get a trailer out for tomorrow. One of a little furniture trailer. So we'll park her out in the sun, get a bit of sun on it. That's all the gauges. There's the voltmeter, you got the fuel gauge, so you've got two switches here. One switch is left and right fuel tanks, so you know how much fuel's on both sides. Transmission oil, front diff, rear diff, so that's all the temperatures on your diffs and your gearbox. And over here we've got manifold pressure, the boost pressure, and air. For the trailer, when you put your foot on the brake, that tells you how much pedal you're using. Outside air temperature there, and then of course you've got like your water temperature, oil temperature, engine oil pressure, speedo, rev counter, and then down here you've got your cruise control, your jake brakes, and then you have left and right mirrors, the beacon on the roof, mirrors. It's got air operated windows, so that's one for each. Yeah, and then you've got mirror heaters, reversing lights up on the mirrors, we put them on. Yeah, and then your fan and fan and fuel. Yeah, so, and down here we've got the 6 shooters. They're for the air, for the truck air pressure and the trailer air pressure. So you've got one for each one there. Got a tally here, drop down screen. So at night you can watch tally. Got one in the bunk as well. They're quite cool. I just get that off the net. It's had about 3 or 4 of them over the years. They rattle apart and fall apart, and but they're quite good, and it's hooked through the sound system, so if you're watching a movie you can have it through the stereo, and it's got really good sound. And we've got a 40 channel up here, or an 80 channel these days we have there, so yeah, it's got everything in it, all the bits and pieces. So